December isn't harder because it's busy. December is harder because you're being attacked from three directions at once, and you're only defending against one. Think about it. You see your views drop, you panic, you start posting more. But while you're focused on the algorithm, your bank account is bleeding out. And while you're scrambling for money, your family is asking why you're never around. You're trying to fight one enemy, but there are three, and they're coordinated. This is why time management doesn't work in December. This is why just post consistently fails. This is why you feel like you're losing your mind. You're not fighting busy season. You're in a trap with three walls. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works and give you a framework to escape each one. Because here's the thing. Most creators see one wall. They try to climb it, they exhaust themselves, and they never realize there are two other walls behind them closing in. Let's start with the wall everyone sees. Wall number one, the algorithm. In December, YouTube's algorithm shifts. Holiday content gets prioritized, evergreen content gets buried, your views tank, your click-through rate drops, and you panic. So what do? You post more, you chase trends, you make holiday content you don't actually care about. You're fighting the algorithm, and it's exhausting, but here's what you don't see while you're doing this. While you're fighting the algorithm, wall number two is closing in, your income. December ad rates drop 30 to 40%. Sponsorships dry up because brands already spent their budgets in November. And your bank account? Lower than you expected, way lower. So now you're not just fighting for views, you're fighting for survival. Algorithm stress plus financial panic equals paralysis. This is where most creators break. And then wall number three hits your personal life. Family wants you home for the holidays. Friends are asking why you never hang out anymore. Your partner is frustrated that you're always working. And you feel guilty because you are working all the time, but you're making less money than last month. Three walls, all closing in at once, all demanding different things from you. I know this pattern because I've lived it. I've watched my own channels crash in December. I've felt that panic when views drop and money's tight and family's upset. And I've seen it happen to dozens of other creators. 62% of us burn out between December 15th and 31st. By December 20th, you're not just tired, you're questioning everything. Am I bad at this? Why can other creators handle December? Maybe I'm not cut out for this, but here's the truth. You're not weak. You're fighting three enemies at once, and nobody told you they were coming. So why does this happen every December? Why do three systems attack at the exact same time? The December trap isn't random. It's structural. YouTube's business model depends on Q4 ad revenue. So the algorithm pushes creators to make more content right when ad rates are dropping. You work harder for less money. That's not an accident. That's how the system is designed. Meanwhile, capitalism has decided December equals family time. So your personal life demands more of you when your career is most stressed. Three systems, YouTube, the economy, your culture, all squeezing you at once. And they're not coordinated by conspiracy. They're coordinated by incentives. Here's why this breaks creators. Each wall requires a different strategy. The algorithm wall requires more content. The financial wall requires less spending. The personal wall requires more presence with family. You can't do all three, so you try anyway, and you fail, and you blame yourself. This is why just be consistent doesn't work. This is why work smarter, not harder fails. You're not solving one problem with time management. You're being pulled apart by three competing forces. And the worst part? Most creators think they're alone in this. They see other creators posting their best December ever highlights on Instagram. They don't see the 62% who are burned out behind the scenes. Once you see the trap, you stop blaming yourself and you start making different choices. So what do? How do you escape a three-wall trap? You escape by addressing each wall separately, not all at once, not with work harder, with strategy. Here's the framework: identify, negotiate, release. Let me show you what that looks like for each wall. Wall number 1, the algorithm. First, identify what the algorithm is actually asking for. In December, it wants holiday content and shorts. That's it. Evergreen long form gets buried. So here's the choice. Do you want to fight that, or do you want to negotiate? Negotiation looks like this. Post less, not more. Pick 2 to 3 pieces of content that align with what the algorithm wants. Let the rest go. Example, post 1 holiday adjacent video. Post 3 to 5 shorts, then stop. You've negotiated. You gave the algorithm something. Now you protect your energy. The trap wants you to panic post 10 videos trying to chase views. Strategy says, give the minimum required, then step back. Your channel won't die from 2 weeks of lighter posting, but it will die if you burn out for 3 months in January because you're completely destroyed. This feels scary. I know, I've been there. I've had Decembers where I posted every single day out of fear. And you know what happened? I still burned out. The algorithm didn't reward the panic. It just exhausted me. Ask yourself, what's riskier? Posting 70% of normal in December or disappearing completely in January because you pushed too hard and crashed? Wall number 2, financial pressure. Second wall, money. December income drops. That's structural. Ad rates tank. Sponsorships pause. You can't fix this with hustle. Negotiation looks like this. Lower your December expectations. If you usually make $3,000 a month, expect $2,000 in December. Plan for it, budget for it, and if you can, build a 1-month emergency buffer before December hits. I know that's hard, but 1 month of buffer means you don't panic when December income drops. The trap wants you to panic and scramble for money by taking bad sponsorship deals or posting trash content for quick cash. Strategy says, expect less, plan for less, don't make desperate decisions. If you didn't plan ahead this year, that's okay. You're learning. But for 2026, September is when you start saving your December buffer. Wall number 3, personal life. Third wall, family, friends, partner. They want you present, and they should. But December is when they want you most, and your work is most stressed. Negotiation looks like this. Schedule rest before you crash. Pick 3 days in December where you do 0 work. Tell your family, I'm taking December 24th, 25th, and 26th off. I'll be fully present. Then protect those days like your life depends on it, because it does. The trap wants you to work through the holidays and resent your family, or skip the holidays and feel guilty the whole time. Strategy says, plan rest, protect rest. Let your audience know you're human. Your audience won't abandon you for taking 3 days off, but your family might resent you if you're physically there, but mentally you're still thinking about YouTube Studio. 3 walls, 3 strategies: identify, negotiate, release. You can't fight all 3 at once, but you can address each one strategically. That's how you escape the trap. Now, let me show you what this looks like in practice. I've watched this play out over and over. I've seen creators who posted 30 to 50% less in December, who took 3 to 7 days completely off, who stopped checking analytics every single day. And you know what happened to their channels? Nothing. January views recovered. February was normal. The algorithm didn't kill them. Compare that to creators who pushed through December. Myself included in past years, posted every single day, ignored their families, hustled nonstop. 62% of us burned out by mid-January. We disappeared for 2 to 3 months. Our channels lost momentum. Our mental health tanked, and our income worse than if we'd just taken the break in the first place. The difference wasn't talent, it wasn't work ethic. It was understanding the trap. The ones who survived, they saw the 3 walls. They negotiated with each one. They protected their boundaries. This is the lesson. December doesn't reward hustle, it punishes panic. The creators who rest strategically, they win. The creators who fight all 3 walls at once, they break. You have a choice right now. Fight the trap or escape it. Remember at the beginning when I said you're being attacked from 3 directions at once? That's the December trap, algorithm, money, personal life, 3 walls closing in, and most creators only see one. But now you see all 3, and that changes everything. You're not weak for struggling in December. You're fighting 3 systemic pressures that were designed to extract maximum output from you at minimum cost. The algorithm wants more content when you're most stressed. The economy pays you less when you work more. And your culture demands family presence when you have no energy left. That's not your failure. That's the trap. So here's what I want you to do in the next 24 hours. This will take you 10 minutes. Step 1, identify which wall is crushing you most right now. Algorithm, money, personal life. Step 2, pick one negotiation strategy from this video, not all 3, just one. Maybe it's, I'll post 50% less this week. Maybe it's, I'll take December 24 through 26 completely off. Step 3, do it. Don't wait until you're destroyed. Negotiate now while you still have energy. The December trap is real, it's not in your head, but here's the thing about traps. Once you see them, you can walk right out. You're not fighting busy season, you're fighting 3 coordinated systems, and now that you know, you can stop fighting and start strategizing. Take the break. Lower the expectations, protect your boundaries. Your channel will survive, you might not. 3 walls closing in, algorithm, money, personal life. But here's what I didn't tell you. Small creators feel these walls differently than big creators, and the pressure is structurally worse. Why December hits small channels harder? If the next video's already on your screen, let it break it down.